Please join me in welcoming Anna Thomas to the lectern. So you have to read that first, Don. I think you read.
Okay. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of the University System of New Hampshire, I confer upon Anna Thomas the degree of Doctor of Public Health with all honors pertaining thereto. Congratulations.
Okay, thank you. Good evening, Panthers, and thank you from the bottom of my heart for giving me the opportunity to be even a small part of this momentous occasion. I'd like to thank Dr. Birx, Dr. Bowditch, the staff, and the faculty for their gracious invitation. And I'd especially like to thank and congratulate all of you, all of your family, your friends, for giving you the love and support you needed to achieve your goals. Thank you to my own family for being here tonight and for always being there for me. And lastly, I must thank a Plymouth State University alumnus, Mr. Bahram Sadiba, for bringing my name forward. I cannot wait for the day in 2025 when I can call you Dr. Sadiba. Thank you, Bahram, for all that you do. Woo, he's way back there. I love it, I love it. All right. So here we are at the Active Living, Learning, and Wellness Complex. How appropriate. For those of you who may not know, I am the Public Health Director in New Hampshire's largest city, but I'm the first woman to hold the position in Manchester's 180-year history. That's all right, that's good. You can applaud for that. I was born and raised here, but I had a chance to travel. And like most of you, I wear battle scars and badges of courage, both physically and emotionally. However, my secret power is not the years of experience under my belt, nor the pieces of paper or awards hanging on my walls, but my wisdom, my humility, and my gratitude, which I've acquired from doing, from failing, from succeeding, and from studying myself and others daily on how to master my craft and ultimately give back to the greater good. You see, I am perfectly imperfect. My path has never been linear. It's been more of a zig, a zag, a bend, a curve, a right of way. You may at times walk the path of least resistance, and I hope when you do, you savor every moment of it. For now, your path is all opportunities, with a few regrets in your past, although you will find them along the way by the by. After all, more than 65% of our planet remains unexplored. I've spent most of my life trying to improve the health and well-being of others. While it is not FDA approved, let me offer you a prescription for success. It will boost your health and happiness along your journey. First and foremost, never stop learning. Education is a dose-response relationship, meaning the greater the dose, the more of the impact. It contributes to 10% of our overall health status. I completed my graduate education while working full-time, starting a family, and serving my country. Higher education helped my resume, but it was escaping my comfort zone along with my learning that catapulted my sense of adventure, sense of purpose, and creativity. I took risks, learning how to surf and skydive in California, practicing Tai Chi on the beaches of Costa Rica, and dog mush with mushers training for the Iditarod in Alaska. I learned how to climb up and rappel off cliffs and peaks, and I learned how to pull myself up by the bootstraps when I lost my breasts, my ovaries, my hair, my eyelashes, and even my tonsils to cancer, but not my ferocity. I challenge you to, thank you, thank you. I just celebrated my 10-year cancerversary, so it is a good milestone. Thank you. I challenge you to integrate the practice of managing your life timeline by charting your highs and lows. Look back to start. Reflect upon what got you out of the lows and brought you into the highs. For those are the tools in your toolbox you will turn to again and again to help you succeed. Find your sense of purpose. I know it's cliche, but what is it going to get you up in the morning? What will fulfill you? When I was in the military, the technique of training and developing soldiers was to strip you of all that made you unique, that made you, you. Everyone wore the same uniform, kept their hair short or secure, and clearly displayed the rank they had earned. This is intentional because working as a team toward a unified mission is how the armed forces wins battles or rapidly deploys humanitarian aid. In fact, military organizational structure is one of the most efficient business models ever created. Nothing is more important than accomplishing the objective while ensuring the safety of your fellow soldiers and the allies around you. This sense of purpose dictates every action. Blue Zone's research studies centenarians worldwide, looking for common denominators among them and how to live life well. Having a sense of purpose can add up to 7 healthier years to your life. Next, cherish your pack and your tribe. Next year, it will be 400 years since John Donne wrote, "No man is an island." As a researcher of the human condition, I've tried to find an exception to that rule. There isn't one. No one has single-handedly achieved all they have in life by themselves. There have been people all around you who have lifted you up when you have fallen, have cheered for you while standing on the sidelines, or have coached you to consistently do better. Today, I share the stage with some of those individuals, and I can see their faces in the audience. These are members of your tribe. The world's longest-lived people chose or were born into social circles that supported healthy behaviors. This means putting family first, falling in love, and surrounding yourself with people who unconditionally care for you. Work or employment will come and go, but your tribe will be with you until the very end. Cherish yourself. The odds of you existing in the world are approximately 1 in 400 quadrillion. There is only one of you. Stay true to who you are. Life is going to fill your days, and before you know it, you are no longer taking the time to self-care. Finding time for you to take care of you must be a daily habit. Go for a walk, meditate, get a massage, paint, listen to, or even more importantly, sing or dance. Seek out the things that bring joy and happiness into your life and remove the things from your life that do not. Keep your faith. Now, I'm not explicitly referring to adopting and practicing a structured religion. What I'm referring to is whether or not you believe in something bigger than yourself. When all else fails, who or what do you turn to? It's okay if it's a God. It's okay if it's your family. It's okay if it's your coworkers. The notion that we exist on this earth simply by chance has been debated by the greatest philosophers and scientists since the beginning of time. Know that I have questioned my own faith and mortality during many times of grief, of miracles, and of suffering. Feeling connected to something larger than yourself can extend your life by as much as a decade. The higher the belief, the greater the resilience you will have to face adversity. We must believe there is good in the world in all that we do, that things happen for a reason when we drive them to do so, and that our moral compass will guide our way and keep us on course. Give back to the greater good and live gratefully. Being a public servant has been one of the most rewarding experiences of my life. Selflessness, giving, and gratitude has been proven to boost your physical and mental health, including lowering your blood pressure, increasing your lifespan, and experiencing less stress or bouts of depression. In fact, studies have also shown that generosity is infectious. And as a public health director, I get to use words like that. Newton's third law of motion states that for every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. Think about random acts of kindness as the antidote to tough times. Thank a veteran, respect your elders, give blood, consider organ donation, learn CPR, and even how to administer Narcan or naloxone. Your actions will not only improve the world around you and your personal well-being, but will possibly save a life of another. Know that someone always has it worse than you. When I was diagnosed with cancer, the first stage of my treatment before chemotherapy was to remove my breasts. And now you're staring at my breasts. That's not my script, by the way. They're amazing, by the way. As part of my recovery, thanks. As part of my recovery, I walked the halls of Mass General Hospital. I distinctly remember donning my hospital gown, full of bandages underneath, towing my IV and implanted drains, and passing through the burn unit. Some of the patients were children. I could hear their cries. And it was at that moment I vowed to never feel sorry for myself again. So when you face the hard times, and possibly the worst of times, know that someone always has it worse than you. Perspective in life is not only important, but essential. Show up, but do not fall from grace. In fact, my first role at the health department, a Harvard-trained pediatrician who passionately advocated for the needs of underserved children modeled for me how to practically slap someone across the face and have them walk away saying thank you. I learned that you could stand your ground and defend your position, but need to do so with respect, composure, confidence, and professionalism. When they escalate, you de-escalate. Don't give them something to argue with you about. Throughout my career, I've defended the science behind public health interventions for many controversial issues, such as adolescent pregnancy, community water fluoridation, and yes, even COVID-19. Strive to be the voice of reason. Address people by their titles, look at them in the eye when you shake their hands, and send thank you notes, and be open to the richness of diversity and differences of opinion. Outwork and outperform your competition, but never fall from grace. Lastly, be perfectly imperfect. Living your life with the goal of achieving excellence is one thing, but achieving perfection is another. Let me be the first to break it to you that you're never going to be perfect. We were not created to do so. Over time, you will find you will learn much more about yourself when you fail rather than succeed. It's what you do with that knowledge that will set you apart from the pack. Stay hungry, stay positive, stay constructive, support your teammates, and ask for feedback. Now go into the world, show them who you are and all the gifts you're about to give. Know you're going to crush it because Plymouth State University has given you what you need. Make us proud, but do not be afraid to kick a little ass along the way. Congratulations, the pack and the tribe celebrate you, and thank you so much again for letting me be a part of your special occasion. Well done, well done.